WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Wallman here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first, they'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the chew germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am the BD Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback. You can go to the App Store for those of you who have the fancy phones. And you can download TV 33 on demand. And as I say, take us along with you. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host,
Mark Cummings in the building. I'm just ecstatic this morning, Miss Broden. I just don't know we got Fast Freddy in the building.
Yes.
I am so happy to be here, too. Early in the morning, but just glad to be here.
That's right.
Looking toward positive things. First of all, just being here is a super blessing right now for anybody. So,
It is, and we are so happy that you chose to join us today. Thank you so much for that, Mark.
Yes, indeed. And the reason we got Brother Fast Freddie Anderson down today, folks, and most of you guys know Fast Freddie from the scene fame back in the late 70s, early 80s. He put the scene on the map. I.J. Watkins and them brothers, Nat and all them guys, they owe a big debt to you, brother, because GPR, man, they blew up just because of the scene.
Yeah, it was I really never realized what a blessing it was to so many people. Even cause this very day, every day I get up, every day, I don't go a day if somebody doesn't recognize me. They say, Fast Freddie. And it's a blessing that it's something positive, and you can always reach back and think about some good times and some good areas. So it's a blessing to be what they call more or less an icon in the city of Detroit. And Detroit is a great place to be and a great place to be from. So we're glad to be one of those representatives.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
And you know, Ms. Brown, like I said, we had him down because Charles Byrd, our representative from Dedicated Senior Medical Centers, has Mr. Fast Freddie over there at the centers teaching dance classes to everybody. The seniors are getting it on and keeping that body moving so they can look as good as you. And how old are you, brother?
75. Glad to be alive. Been 25 3 times. I'm working on my 4th time.
All right, now I like that.
So what's it like over there teaching the other seniors?
It's just teaching people to be active. Because you're a senior doesn't mean you give up and sit in the corner. You need to have some kind of movement, some kind of excitement, some kind of incentive, some kind of stress reliever, things that you just, okay, well, you're senior, well, I don't have to do anything anymore. It's harder doing nothing than doing anything. And once your brain succumbs to that, your body shuts down. So I have the pleasure of keeping things going and doing things you take for granted, like turning left and turning right, move your left, move your right. You forget what your right and left is. So many days we laugh about it and say, if one right don't work, use your other right. But it's good. I got a good program because it's called Getting Down While You Sit Around. That means anybody can do it. You don't leave anybody out. So I don't like to leave anybody out. So we got a sit-down program and a get-down program. So we do a little bit of most. It's just fun exercise because when you get older, like kids imitate their parents. When you get older, it reverses itself. You have to imitate everybody all over again sometimes. So we try. I just had a pleasure of trying to keep them that active.
That is wonderful.
And so you must have a regimen yourself to stay in such great shape.
Well, God is in charge of the whole 9 yards. You can't forget that. That's who's in charge. You know, sometimes you forget that waking up is something that you're supposed to happen, but it's indeed a privilege. You have to let God know that you appreciate it and keep yourself moving and viable and helpful to other people, so He'll give it back to you.
That is so right. You know, Hood Research is planning to be at the Dedicated Senior Center next month, and we're certainly hoping that you have an opportunity space in your schedule so that you can come, because there are so many people who are really excited to just have an opportunity to meet you, you know, and glad to be able to participate in the exercise or learning how to do the hustle, learning how to do the ballroom.
Yes, it's indeed a pleasure, and you know, a lot of instructors that make it harder than what it really is. I make it so everybody can enjoy it. And my motto is, if you can't do the close, do the almost. If somebody asks you what you're doing, tell them you're doing almost what they're doing. And after a while, everybody will just join right in almost, and before you know it, everybody will be having a good time and right on step.
And see, that's good, because then they don't feel bad because they're not perfect.
Right.
As, you know,
so many people, I can understand it, you know, bashful. I just can't do that. I can't dance. But if you just keep it simple and something just very easy, and it brings that energy level up. It really is. To see the faces when I do that is really, that kind of excites me, to see everybody participating and really enjoying the participation. And after a while, if you just do do a little bit, you'd be surprised how much fun it could very well be for any age. Any age.
Wow. You know, I had the opportunity to attend a birthday party at the Dr. Charles Wright Museum of a friend of mine. She said on her bucket list, she always wanted to have a big birthday party. And it was fantastic. And she had her first cousin there. She turned 90. Wow. And her first cousin was visiting here from, I believe it was from Massachusetts. He was 100 years old.
Wow.
And then after the birthday dinner party, he got up and got on the floor with the others, and he was dancing and he was enjoying himself. At 100 years old, he didn't let anything, get in his way. He wasn't sitting around, he was talking to the people, glad to be here, glad to be on the dance floor.
Miss Bro, that's the perfect segue, because I'm going to get out of this chair so we can get Calvin Bird up here.
Where are you going?
Sit down with Brother Fast Freddie Anderson. But we do the birthday thing, folks. You know this. Afromations.
Yes.
365 days
yes.
of American history. But that's Black American.
That's right.
We are Black Americans. We made this country what it is.
That's right.
Fast Freddie, what is your birthday?
September 29th.
All right.
9/29/46.
Ooh, folks. 9/29/46.
Okay.
I like the sound of that. Let's see what we got here for this 9/29, folks.
September 29th. September
Find out a little bit more about
29th.
myself, huh?
Yes,
All right, there you go.
And it's something about the birthdays, and when you connected with people that had your birthday the same date as you kind of get that spirit. You don't think about it, but you kind of do. Now, they got on here the 29th. Now, even though, let's see, ooh, my goodness, Charlie Parker, folks.
Charlie Parker.
The Bird.
Charlie,
Lord.
all
That
right
means
now.
definitely some talent there.
My goodness, born in 1920.
And the music
Kansas
category?
City, Kansas.
Oh, all right,
Goodness,
Charlie
played
Parker.
the alto saxophone and was the co-founder of the bop movement with Dizzy Gillespie. Boy, I tell you, don't get no
Charlie
better than that.
Really?
Let's see who else we got. And wow, you got some heavy hitters on your birthday.
Is
there.
that right?
Uh-oh, who
Brian
else?
Gumble. You were born in 1948 on your birthday.
Oh, okay.
Emmy Award sportscaster and the first African-American anchor of a national network. Need we say
Whoa.
any more? Fast
September
Freddie, the
29.
icon, you connected to some of the best in the business. I'm going to let you two talk, and we're going to get Charles Bird up here to sit in my seat. Take that camera off of me, Tim. Yes, indeed. Let Miss Broden and Fast Freddie just rap a little while.
As I was about to say earlier, that Hood Research is going to be at the dedicated senior center, where you come sometime to engage the seniors in some wonderful, happy
They're
exercise.
doing great things. They're progressing. They got a few locations, and it's very thorough. I'm telling you, when you go in there, they look out for you. They give you such a checkup. You feel like the $6 million person, like you've had a complete overhaul. They don't leave no stone unturned.
All right.
So if you got anything that you need to check on, they check on it. An improvement. That's like giving your car a major tune-up. They give you a major tune-up. Let you find out what's going on and get everything running smoothly.
All right. That is a wonderful testament.
Yes.
To the dedicated senior service.
It is.
All right. And there's my card, sir.
Okay.
And I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning.
So thank you. Thank you.
And Hood Research is looking forward to coming there to let the community members learn firsthand about the dedicated senior service center. Tell us. Well, I guess we need to know where it's located and how it is that you enjoy being a part of it, etc.
Okay. We have 6 locations in the city. The one I'll be meeting with your group is the 7 Mile in our Evergreen location. But we have one in Southfield, Warren, East Point, East English Village, and Detroit, right on Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
And Warren. So we have 6 centers in the city. And just like Freddie is one. He works with our patients as far as movement, as far as dancing. And they love it. And Fred's also a patient. So when he comes in, we can't believe he's a patient. But that's truthfully. Let me go recant on that, because that's the way we want our patients to be. Moving,
right.
feeling healthy, so that's what we're trying to get them. We're trying to get them to that level, so that's why we have programs, say with Freddie there, and having people move and everything, and there's other programs to get people from sitting, if they can move, if they can't, if they have to stay in a chair, or the wheelchair, and they're non-ambulatory, just moving in the chair, just to get them moving, and the mind is so strong, mind over matter, and so, and that's the way we do it over there.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, when you have someone, Fast Freddie, who is in a chair or wheelchair, regular chair, etc., what do you say to them? How do you encourage them?
Well, we do it, you take you back to more or less your childhood, kind of like a Simon Says thing, My first thing I tell them, if you are breathing, can you raise your right hand? That's if you're breathing. That's now if you're not breathing, we will have to expeditiously take you out of here. But if you are breathing, we want you to raise your right hand. And then also, if you're breathing, if you can raise your left hand. And then raise both of them at the same time. Make sure both of them are working. And then I go to a little simple thing of, so we're going to do things. We're going to raise your right hand 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And I tell them, I just get simple with it. Say, if you can't count to 3, stop, and we stop. So you're going to raise your right hand 3, your left hand 3, both hands 3. Raise your shoulders up 3, things that, that are easily to move.
Right,
and I might say, well, lean to your right side and lean to your left side. And when you coordinate those and then put it to some music, it becomes to be really fun. And what starts out as a challenge is just breezing along and just fun.
That's wonderful.
And when you're dealing with a crowd, like if you're doing it at home, it's a different thing. The phone interrupts you. You might TV might interrupt you. But when you are with a few people, you want to keep up with them or just try to do what they do.
Right.
So it has been very, very successful for me, and I've been doing it for many years.
That's right.
Because a lot of people don't know, I worked in the OR for almost 20 years.
Oh, wow.
I worked at Riverview, Beaumont, and College Hospital.
Oh,
I worked in the operating room and recovery and stuff. And in that process, doctors and anesthesiologists, people like that are very busy, their schedules.
Right.
So they had, even in the hospital, they had things where they can exercise, but they didn't have time to get to them.
Right.
So I started this dance program, and it became successful. But the most successful thing was when I started it, they would come in and the doctors and the nurses or whatever, they had time. But one day I was going to my class, and I seen some people coming in wheelchairs, barely moving, and they weren't smiling, they just weren't excited. And they were in a room, and then I saw them go into this room next to my class, but our class hadn't started.
Okay.
And one of the doctors, Dr. Richards, I asked her what was going on, so she said it was supposed to be a motivational thing, get them healthy on the right foods and things. And I said, well, wow, everybody's just seems so miserable. It's like they, reading them their last rites.
Oh, goodness.
And then I had the music, and I asked her, I said, well, look, can I try something? And I had a little boom box then. So I bought my boom box in, and I was playing some music, and I tried the thing, 1, 2, 3 thing.
Right.
And only 2 or 3 of them was, even participating because they had given up on life itself.
Right.
They said, okay, I'm overweight, and I'm this, I'm sick, I can't do this, I can't do that.
Right.
So what happened, I kept after them, so it was about 12 of them, and I had about 6 of them. I said, okay, we just got half the people doing it.
Right.
Okay.
So I said, so the music was getting good. I never get it. Marvin Gaye got to give it up.
Right.
And so they were one by one getting on board. And then when I had about 6 of them and still wasn't working, I just unplugged it and walked out.
Right.
And Dr. Rich said, well, Freddie, what are you doing? What's the problem? I said, everybody here has given up, so maybe we just ought to give up. So then I said, well, wait a minute, let me see if I can get some more participants. And I called a couple of doctors and walking down the hallway, I drug them in there and turned the music back on. Within the next 10 minutes, I had everybody doing it.
Oh,
and that's how we
okay.
started doing it in the hospital.
Right.
I started doing
That's
it at Riverview.
Yes.
And it became a very successful thing.
Wow.
And then I've been everywhere in the city doing this.
Oh,
And they had Hustle for Your Heart Month.
Oh.
And during one of the programs, I went to a senior building in West Bloomfield. And, you know, it was kind of posh thing, you know. They was kind of really richy rich people.
Yeah,
So they had the
too
richy
good
rich
to
attitude.
participate. Yes.
So what they decided to do is for the patients there, they lined the patients up in their wheelchairs, and the staff was performing these little hustles for them. And when I was doing this little simple 1, 2, 3 thing, the people in the wheelchairs was about to turn the wheelchairs over. They were really getting into it. So that's when I really saw the success of it and what it was capable of doing it.
Right.
And I am blessed to say I've been doing it more than 30 years now. You know.
Wow.
Matter of fact, before the pandemic, I've been in Northwest Activity Center for 32 years.
Wow.
They just haven't opened back up fully.
Yeah.
But I'm several places right now. I'm with Horace Sheffield. I'm with Dedicated Seniors. And I get requests every day. Every day I get some requests for birthday parties and things, and especially senior buildings. And so many people forget about seniors because they can't get out.
Right.
So I come to them. I bring the fun right to them. You know?
Right.
And that's very uplifting.
It is, and that's what makes our centers different. You know, because I speak to patients, of course, all the time, and one thing that they really like is besides the doctors, is the social aspect. You know, because a lot of times, interaction with other people is very limited. You know, so when they come to our centers, they a lot of times they pair, coming to an event, say with Freddie, and then seeing a doctor. You know, and being around people, it's a social aspect also, and they love it.
Now, I understand that you have transportation for those who are unable to drive.
That's right.
So able to get
that's
there.
right. So I mean, if you don't have transportation, if you just coming for one of our events, like one of Freddie's classes, we'll pick you up and bring you back home.
Okay.
That's at no charge. That's at no charge.
Okay. There is a friend that I just found out who had a stroke.
Okay.
Now, for someone like that, are you, able to assist them at coming there? And sometimes people who have had that experience are feeling down, as Fast Freddie was sharing, and that people just don't know. I had called and I was wondering why my call always went to the voicemail. And no one had shared with me, about this circumstance. But anyway, now that I do know about it, I was wondering if it was an opportunity for the transportation, and then particularly on the day that Fast Freddie is there, because sometimes people just need to know that there's somebody there who cares.
Sure.
Somebody there who cares. We have 60 seconds in now. We have to take our break. So I want to encourage all of you to write down the information. We always encourage you to have pen and paper handy so that you can get the information that you need. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back momentarily.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
This is Theo Broden from Feedback. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist. practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hold on a few seconds. There gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn. Ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Our Woody Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the chew germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
I've always been a runner, but I've never run from anything, and neither has my city.
Do you want to be a Detroit police officer?
Sir, yes, sir! Amen!
It's something special to protect the people closest to you, the ones you've known all your life, your neighbors, your friends. I was born in this city, and I'm not going anywhere. This is my home. That's why I wear the shield.
Feedback. 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 Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am the BDM Pinda.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback, feedback, feedback. And we are back. And we're having a fascinating conversation this morning. First of all, you're tuned in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. And we have with us this morning Fast Freddy. And I think that everybody who is tuned in knows Fast Freddy. And we have Calvin Burr from Dedicated Senior Center with us this morning. And we're going to have a clip and at about 1:45 so that you can learn more about the center. But first, I was very interested in some of the things that Fast Freddy has done throughout his life. And then he is going to tell us just how much he really enjoys and has gotten out of being as a dedicated senior center. Now, Fast Freddy, you were singing, I heard you say a little while back. Tell us something about that.
Earlier in my younger days, I had a little group. We were really a dance group, you know, like I guess back in the older people remember the Step Brothers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, you know, and then like kids now, they get together and do these little routines, you know, kind of like the Temptations and all that stuff. And we record. So we used to really be pretty good at that, and that's how we started it.
Uh-huh.
And I was always the one that was creating things. So we put this group together, and we started doing little small gigs at different places, and it became a phenomenal. And one guy, I don't know if somebody know him, Quentin Perry. He's a Detroiter, a prominent Detroiter, always big in promotions and stuff. He gave us our first professional gig at a cabaret, and it went over so well. And then we did a few more things, and the guy Robin Seymour in Canada saw us, and we were on his show. And then it went from one thing to another. We did a thing with Sam and Dave back in the day at Cobo Hall. So we started traveling with. A lot of people never knew that, you know, it's traveling, so we got to be entertainers. We got to.
What was the name of your group?
They call the Professionals.
The
We
Professionals.
would call the Professionals.
Oh, okay.
And we had the pleasure of doing so many great things, people that never imagined before they even knew who we were. So we were kind of just all right singers. So one guy, Steve Calloway, and his brother Wendell and Nance Connors. It was four of us at first. And just Reggie, he kind of dropped out, and we took that a long way. We had the pleasure. We worked with Jerry Butler. We did a thing with all over the thing in Florida. They had a thing like the Motown Review, and we were the opening act for that. So we had the pleasure of doing a lot of great things. A lot of people never knew that about me before all this scene thing happened. And so when I came back to Detroit, I was working in the factory, and I got laid off. Then I started selling clothes, and then I got into the little modeling thing, you know. So one thing escalated another. And then I've had the pleasure, GQ magazine actually found me and did a 6-page article on me in GQ.
Really?
And coming from Detroit,
Wonderful.
when they came to me, I said, look, I can take you to a room full of people like me. We wake up to dress up. That's what we do.
Wake up to dress up. I
Yeah,
like
so
that.
we so that, you know, one thing escalated to another, and it has made me quite an icon in the city. But being an icon in the city is a very special thing because there's some very special people here. And dedicated seniors is one of those things because a lot of people kind of push seniors aside.
Yes.
And it says, okay, you had your day. And then they want to just medicate you and sit you in the corner and prop you up.
Right.
But they don't make you feel like that, you know. Dedicated, if they have to keep you medicated, it'll be something that you can control and so you can appreciate, and something that's going to be good for you. A lot of these, sometimes these senior buildings will sit you in the corner and medicate you and feed you, and you just be. So this
they
is giving
wait
them
to collect their check.
activity, and dedicated makes you feel welcome. And when they give you a checkup, you know, like a lot of kids are fearful of needles and being progged and pulled and tugged.
Right.
But they take all that away from you, and they make you very, very comfortable. And even myself, I'm blessed to be in pretty good shape. But anything that I had missed, they went through. They checked it up. I felt like the $6 million man. You know?
All right.
So they don't leave a stone unturned, and they check on you. You know, it's not just okay until your next checkup. They call, so how are you feeling? So
The love calls.
It is the love calls. They call, well, how you doing today? Because a lot of people, especially doctors, and stuff, they forget about that until your next. And then, if you don't have the, you know, insurance, they put everything in intact for you, because, you know, just like all this technology stuff going on, you know, they help you through all that. It is a great place to be, and they have plenty of locations. So everybody needs to check it up. And if you have somebody you care about, you need to help get them there so they can just get an idea of what's going on. And I'm just happy to be a positive part of it, just an energetic part of it. But when the laughter dies down, you can count on you're going to be very well taken care of.
And we appreciate you, Freddie. I mean, that's why I wanted Freddie to come. You know, he's a patient of ours, and I want really people to get an experience through him. What it's like to come to our centers.
Right.
Because just like Freddie, anyone will experience the exact same thing when they come through those doors and seeing our physicians.
Oh.
And I don't know if you know, but if you need to, our number is 313-498-5359. You talk to me directly, and I will get you all scheduled for a tour. As a matter of fact, we'll give you a gift card for a tour. So just come on out for a tour, get a gift card, get some treats, and just take a look at our centers.
And give that phone number again.
That's 313-498-5359. And they'll reach me directly, and we'll talk and get you scheduled for a tour. We'll take a tour of one of our centers, which is convenient for you, and get some treats, and got a gift card for you too.
All right, that sounds good. Now, Freddie mentioned something about children being afraid of needles, etc. You service children as well?
We don't service children. No, our centers are strictly for seniors.
That's just a comparative thing.
Right.
Because, just because you become adult, especially when I worked in the OR, I've met many grown people that had a great fear of needles.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I had experience when I worked at Cottage Hospital in Grosse Pointe. Yeah. He was a police officer, built like Arnold. He had muscles he had never used yet, but he had a great fear of needles. I said, well, what do you do when you got to chastise somebody? He said, I just beat them down and straighten them out. But this needle thing is a whole different thing. So you'd be surprised how many people are really fearful. Right. And it's the way you approach people sometimes, If I'm going to give you a shot, just like a kid, you got to tell them, oh, it's not going to hurt. You got to prepare them for it. Don't just give them a shot and expect them to take it. Right. So Dedicated has that kind of approach with you. So everything that you are really fearful of, and there's a lot. We go through more serious things too, like colonoscopies and all that. That was one of my greatest fears, colonoscopy. I said, oh well, hey, this is. You guys, you're going to finna take advantage of me. You're going to kiss me after this is over and all. So, I'm the joker. I always like to have fun and poke a little fun in it. Because when I come in, they always, I like dressing up. So if it's not matching, I'm not attaching.
Right. All right now.
So I come in, I do that for myself, and it makes everybody feel a little better too, because even in my classes I find it's mostly women. Guys need to jump on board more, because women will get out and do this, but guys, they'll sit around at a party and talk to each other and talk about what they did instead of cooperating. But Dedicated takes all that away, and that's what I try to do, make everybody feel comfortable, have a little fun, say that you can do it. And you don't have to dress up like I dress up. I dress up because I wake up. But, it's just a blessing to be able to do it. Sometimes you have to prepare yourself. Right. If you got a good attitude yourself, if you even dress a kid up, for a little while, they're going to sit up straight. They may not last.
That's right.
But it's just something I've learned to do because my parents were like this, and they pass it on. So I'm just glad.
And to your point, Fred, our staff. That's why we can't just hire anybody. From our doctors to the ladies who do the love calls, to the nurses, to the care promoters. We can't just hire anyone. They really have to have a true sense of love for our seniors, a true sense of love for our seniors. And Freddie's right. When he comes to the door, he looks just like this. When he comes to the door, so he really inspires people when coming through the door, because I'm sure they're asking, who is this? And then he tells them what they do. He does, and man, it's an inspiration itself.
Well, that's wonderful. Now I think I remember that speaking of needles, that you have someone who does acupuncture. Is that true?
Yes. And at all of our centers, we will have an acupuncturist at all of our centers. That is coming, I should say. That is coming. So all this stuff will be taking place, and so it's a way to approach healing in a different type of way. Of course, some people they're a little bit far beyond far as care, but if they can do that, that's fine. And I know we'll be running we have some a segment coming up where you can people watch right now can actually see our centers. You'll get a tour, a virtual tour right now, showing what it's like to come in our doors, and you'll get a quick snap of some of our doctors too. So that should be coming up in a second too.
Sure. Well, get ready to take a virtual tour of the Dedicated Senior Center, and then we will be back to continue this conversation.
And have a pen, I'll give you the number again.
You got this nice.
From the moment you walk into our centers, you'll be treated with compassion and respect. Make yourself at home. Enjoy a light snack and drink while you wait. You'll be able to see your doctor shortly.
As you walk in the door, you are greeted with nothing but smiles. I see smiles, they put a smile on my face.
At Dedicated Senior Medical Center, you are part of our family. We show you our love by frequently checking on you to make sure you're okay. This may include a quick phone call to seeing you in the office or even a telehealth visit. We even welcome walk-in visits. We know your time is important, and that's why if you need blood work or even an x-ray, we can take care of that during your visit too.
You don't even have to have an appointment to see a doctor. If you're home and you're not feeling well, don't wait and have to run to an emergency room.
At Dedicated, we coordinate all aspects of your care. We make sure you have your referrals and all visits scheduled before you leave. This includes appointments with your doctor and specialists. If you need medications, we can take care of that too. We offer many of your daily prescriptions right on site, packaged up, and handed to you before you go.
I have the opportunity of getting my prescriptions filled right there. I don't have to go someplace and wait or come back the next day. I have a busy day, a busy schedule, so when I can just pick things up right where I am, I'm happy.
Our doctors care about you and want to know if you aren't feeling well. Just like family, we are always here for you, day or night. We are only a phone call away, and you can always reach us at our centers or even by calling your doctor's cell phone.
They give us their cell phone number, and it's not an imposition. They welcome it.
From all of us at Dedicated, we look forward to honoring you with the health care you deserve.
The values in this company are based around family, great quality of care for our patients. That atmosphere, that environment is completely different. And people want to be treated like that. They want to be treated, and respected, and have people want them to do well and thrive.
They gave me the opportunity of taking care of the patient as a whole, having less volume but having more quality, treating the patient as part of the family, and putting the patient and the primary care physician in the center of the care.
We're getting back to the essential of the human interaction. It sounds crazy that it's leading edge. Why is that leading edge? Have we gone so far from that? Have we lost that? Here, we're allowed to go back to that. We're encouraged to go back to that.
This is an innovative model that really does highlight the physician-patient relationship the way it should be, where we are able to spend one-on-one time with patients and their families and their loved ones, and really provide the care that they need.
Over the years, I have loved this experience of developing confidence in my patients that this is a place where they'll be taken care of. We are providing a compassionate care to our patient. That's why they feel that they are respected. That's why they feel that they are taken care of and they are not left to their own means to figure out things.
Relationships are important. They are the basis for treatment. If you develop a great relationship with a patient, it helps you understand them far better, and you're able to make better decisions for them. We get a lot more time than what you'd see in a regular doctor's office, and that really facilitates for that, where you can go through all the medications, make sure they understand what they're doing, make sure they understand your plan of action leaving the office. When you really take good care of a senior and you listen to them and you pay attention and you give them the attention that they deserve, that you really get better outcomes, and you go away from the situation feeling like you've done something great and that you've learned something from it. It's a win-win situation for everybody.
And we are back. Boy, the kind of math we have around here.
Yeah, right.
But thank you so much for staying tuned in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. And we have with us this morning Fast Freddy, and he has been sharing with us some of his life's experiences and it's a biography, actually. And I'm really happy to have him with us. And he's also sharing the fact that he has personally experienced the Dedicated Senior Center. And we are encouraging you to call so that you will have an opportunity to experience it yourself. Now, Calvin Bird, before we stop to have the viewers to see the presentation virtual tour of the Dedicated Senior Center, we were talking about needles. And folk don't like to, talk much about that. And Fast Freddie was telling us about a person who looked like Charles Atlas who was afraid of needles.
Okay.
Well, I had an opportunity to have acupuncture. Okay. And I just want to say that those who are interested in trying it to determine whether or not it will be helpful for them to cure their issues, that it does not hurt.
Right.
It does not.
It does not. It does.
No.
It does not hurt. It sounds counterintuitive, but it
right.
It does not hurt.
You're gonna stick all those needles in it? No,
Right.
they do.
I had a matter of fact, one of my students used to come to my class. She's an acupuncturist.
Oh.
She gave me a acupuncture as a birthday present because I was so fearful of it.
Yes.
I said, look, I'm not going to come in there and be your pin cushion. I'm not going to do that because I'm always with the jokes and stuff.
Right.
When she calmed me down, it was quite an experience. And after it's over, it's just, it's just like you just got an overhaul. It's just a relief. But just getting over the being confident while it's going on, that's the main thing.
Right.
Getting your mind settled for it, relaxing,
The idea of needles and pincushion. Needles and pincushion. Actually, even though you are a pincushion, it does not hurt.
And that's something that acupuncture was going on for, I guess, thousands of years. That's, through the cultures. But the way that would work is you would meet with one of the primary care physicians, and they would make sure you're a candidate for that. For that.
Oh, right.
Definitely.
Right. And earlier we were talking about children, even though this is a senior center, and how children are, afraid of needles. If a child asks you, is it going to hurt? This is not acupuncture for a child, and most likely a vaccination. You tell them yes, but it doesn't last.
Right.
The injection. And I find that today in 2022, the quality of the hypodermic needles that are being used is far better than it was decades ago.
Oh, for sure. You have different gauge needles. So the butterfly, which is small, which you barely feel. I mean, you feel it, but it's not like it used to be. It's not like it used to be. And like I said, once our staff is very patient. So if someone has a fear of needles or just afraid to come to the doctor, we pick up on that.
You work with that.
We pick up on that. And the staff is patient, and they take their time, really take their time, because they actually love and care seniors.
That's good.
That's right.
And the information that you shared earlier about the love call. Now that's something. Talk about that a little bit.
It is, and Freddie could be a testament to this. So what happens? Our staff, they call our patients once a week, and just to check up on them.
Once a week.
Check, how you doing?
Oh.
How you doing today? I mean, are you feeling okay? Do you have enough food? What's going on? This interaction with them, to see it's a love call to see how they're doing.
Once a week. Wow. Yes.
So many people don't have anybody.
Right.
Or a lot of family, they try to portray that, but they don't follow up on it.
Right.
So this is just a great thing to have somebody to strike up an interest and let you know.
Right.
And a lot of times what happens is this. So when we're speaking to the patients, we end up being a longer conversation because a lot of people haven't had interaction with anyone in a long time. So it's a conversation, and we just call this to see how they are doing. This is a call to see how they're doing. So if they need to make a doctor's appointment, that's taken care of then and there. If they actually need some food in their house or whatever the case may be, we get that taken care of. And we literally, I mean, if we, for some of our patients, if they are out of food or whatever, you know, we have delivery services. You know, like Kroger's, Walmart, they deliver to the house. You know, or we'll do, or some of our growth consultants will take food to their house. You know, so we really care about our patients, the welfare of our patients. You know.
Oh, that's really
and
wonderful.
that's all of our, that's throughout the country. That's not just not here. That's just how we are throughout the whole country.
You have centers in other states. You're
Yes, we're nationwide. We're nationwide. So we have 110 centers throughout the country and constantly growing. And actually, if someone joins here, any one of our centers in Detroit, they can go to any one of our other centers too. So if you're traveling, you're not feeling well, so you're in Florida, you can just look up one of our centers and you can go there.
Oh, okay. Well, share with us some of the other states or locations. We have friends and relatives who, you know, may live in some of the other locations.
Sure, we're in Florida, Illinois, Georgia, South Carolina, and a few other states too. But we have 110 centers right now, and we're constantly growing. Constantly growing. And it's the same format. You know, we just can't hire anybody. They have to fit into our cog. You know, so they have to have an actual love for our seniors, and it has to show. And it has to show.
Wow.
We know if it doesn't.
Yes,
We know if it doesn't. So you know, that's how it works. That's how it works.
That's wonderful to know. I would like you to share that number again. Sometimes it takes our viewers a little while to get pen and paper together.
My number is 313-498-5359. That's 313-498-5359. Give me a call. Let's set up a tour. You know, let's set up a tour. With any one of our centers that's convenient for me, give me a call. I'll find out the address. You tell me what's convenient for you. I'd like to introduce you to our doctors, our staff. Take you around the center. Of course, after all that's done, you know, you get a gift card and some treats also. And if you're hungry, let's have lunch. You know, really, let's have lunch if you're hungry. You know, so let's really want to get you out there to see something different in healthcare. You know, it's too long. Our people have been played with healthcare where we're waiting a long time to be treated. You know, with the staff, when you walk in the door, they have attitudes. That doesn't work with us. That doesn't work with us at all. When you come through our doors, Freddie's a testament. You get greeted with a smile, and your service and your care is on time. You know, nothing is late. Nothing is late or anything like that. That's something we don't do at all. So just give me a call, 313-498-5359. I said, let's schedule a tour. Take you around. We're hungry. Let's have some lunch.
All right. That sounds really good. All right. And Hub Research is going to invite our members and participants to do just that.
Okay.
And we're expecting to have that arranged for the month of May. You know, this month, which is half over almost, we have the Easter season, etc. So we find that May will be an excellent time for us to do that. And we'll be letting everybody know, and we'll have you come back, of course. With our last 3 minutes before the break again, I want all of you to know that you're tuned into Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. And we want you to know that if you have one of those fancy telephones, to go to the App Store and download TV 33 on demand so that you can take us along with you. And I'm looking forward to being at the center as well.
Definitely. Definitely. We look forward to meeting you and your group, and we'll have a good time. We'll have a good time.
Now, is there an address? You said 7 Mile and Evergreen.
Can't miss it. It's right on the corner. right on the corner. You can't miss 7 Mile and Evergreen, right at the corner.
Oh,
You see our big sign, the dedicated senior medical center is right at the corner.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm big on landmarks. What color's the sign?
Purple.
Purple sign.
Purple sign.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Matter of fact, we converted a Rite Aid. We converted a Rite Aid at the corner of 7 Mile Evergreen into a senior medical center, dedicated senior medical center.
Oh, okay. Purple is royalty. You will be treated like royalty when you come to the dedicated senior center.
That's right.
That's a great assessment.
That's right. And one thing I want to invite everyone to if you have time, on April the 20th, we're having a breakfast at Kirby Coney Island, right on in Southfield, right 11 Mile, the Northwestern Highway. You get a chance to stop by, grab some breakfast, meet our doctors. So if you have time on April the 20th, it's from 10 to 12. Come on by, grab some breakfast, meet our doctors. Of course, there's no charge. We'd love to have you.
Okay.
And to give me a call, 313-498-5359.
Okay, and that's a Wednesday on where and where?
That's April 20th at Kirby's Coney Island, right on Northwestern Highway in 10 Mile.
Oh, okay, Northwestern Highway in 10 Mile. Okay, got that. And the time?
From 10 to 12.
10 until 12.
10 to 12.
Oh, okay.
So grab some breakfast, you meet our doctors, and have a nice time.
Okay. Oh, all right. That sounds good. Now, we have to take a top-of-the-hour break. I want everyone to know that Hood Research has a website, Facebook page, and we encourage you to follow us on Twitter. And the website is hoodresearch.org. You go to the Facebook and you look up Hood Research, and you come on Twitter. You can make your own comments on there if you like, as well as on Facebook. On the website, we are putting together again the Thinkers Report, and there will be articles on there. If you have an article that you would like to introduce to that, then email it to us. The email address for Hood Research is contact@hoodresearch.org. Again, that's CONTACT, the @ symbol, the A with the circle around it, HOODRESEARCH.org. Contact@hoodresearch.org. Anytime, email. And the telephone number is area code 248-234-2371. Area code 248-234-2371. Call, leave a message for us. We do return our calls. And on a Saturday afternoon, you got to know that Hood Research is on from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. because we, too, care about the members of our community, seniors as well as others. And Calvin and Fast Freddy, we've been doing Saturday afternoon telephone broadcasts for 2 years on May the 9th. And we started because people had called us and told us they were depressed. They were having anxiety attacks. And they were sad, and just this pandemic was just getting the best of them. So we started having a telephone broadcast from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And it has been very successful. We've had many people who will come on and give a presentation, and we would like both of you to come on and talk about whatever issue that you want to share. Of course, it would be about the dedicated seniors, and for you would be about your experience with them and your experience as a professional in the city of Detroit. And the number for that is 1-978-990-5000. Again, that's 1-978-990-5000. It rings one time. Then you put in the access code, which is 338729. Press the pound key and you hear us talking. Access code is 338729. Press the pound key and you hear us talking. And we'll be looking forward to you joining in on the conversation. So now we've got to take our break, our top of the hour break, and we'll be back momentarily.
WHPR TV, Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Thabiti Mpinda from the Feedback Program. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat. In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime! It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome our first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Wallman here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germ. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda.
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. I just want you to know that when I had to take a top of the hour break was when I had to thank Fast Freddy and Calvin Bird for joining us this morning. And right now they're filling out applications to become members of Hood Research. Just want you to know that. We have all the good people as members of Hood Research. And we're looking forward to you joining as well.
That's right.
Now, Mr. Engineer, my co-host Mark Cummings.
Indeed, folks. I just want to say it's just been such an incredible morning. Folks, you guys blessed for this show. Today, in the building, we have representing the Detroit Food Co-op, Dr. Valanda Anderson. Dr. Valanda Anderson has come to my attention that the Detroit Food Co-op will be breaking ground on its facility April 23rd. Talk to our viewers and listeners.
April 23rd.
April 23rd. Yes, that is, it'll be a week from Friday. Yeah, next
Yes,
Friday.
yes.
Yes. It is just really amazing. We, the Detroit People's Food Co-op,
Yes.
and I'm sure once we tell this story, those that in the Detroit community, they'll also be just as proud as we are of our parent company, which is the Detroit Black Community Food Security Network.
Okay.
And the partnership that they have with Develop Detroit, they've done an amazing job over the last 10 years or what have you to bring forth this amazing space.
Okay.
And we, as the Detroit People's Food Co-op, will be the lead tenant in that building.
Okay, gotcha.
So it will be the Detroit Food Commons on the ground, and in that building, we will be the main tenant in that building.
Gotcha.
It's an incredible opportunity, one, to bring good food to the community, to bring a space where not only can we shop for food, it's a community space as well, because there will be other spaces like incubator kitchen in the building. Okay? The significance of bringing that co-op to that space is in the North End. That is a community that is in need of good food.
Now tell us
Access to good
exactly
food.
where it's going to be located.
It is going to be located right on the corner of Woodward and Euclid. Woodward
Yes.
and Euclid.
I am so happy to hear that because the welcome, I can't say that too many times, competition to a store that has sold rotten food. And our people in that area will have an opportunity to find out about good produce, good service, a good building, new facility right in their neighborhood.
Now, I've seen the rendering, Dr. Anderson, and it's a beautiful facility, beautiful building. I ran out of all my cards because I was giving them to everybody and put them in the package because, you know, Malik Yakini is a member of Hood Research.
Okay.
That's one of the brothers that got me on. I'm a member of the Detroit People's Food Co-op. I went on and put my donation in and became a member because that's important. And now, for people who want to see the rendering of the building, where do they go?
So you can visit our website, DetroitPeoplesFoodCoop.org.
Okay.
Yes, you can visit the site there. As a matter of fact, not only is there the rendering on the site, you'll also be able to get the information around a membership.
Right.
Membership, and that's where we're at. We are right now at 1,450 members.
How many do we need?
So our focus is 2,000. So, you know, best practices have informed us that starting out with, you know, more than 1,000 members will stabilize our co-op opening. You know, it put us in really good footing when you open up with membership of in excess of 1,000. So we are shooting for 2,000 for opening, with the opening expected to be, you know, sometime next year.
Okay. Now, the membership fee is it $200 still?
Yes, it is $200, and it, you know, we are it's targeted at our community. So there is payment plans. If you don't have the $200 up front, you can make a $20 deposit and then do payments, you know, until you're paid off.
Well, like I say, you
we
can
also
put it in the layaway.
Yes, yes. We are encouraging, you know, one of the encouragements of engaging those individuals that live in the North End and the immediate area, because it's in their community. We want the individuals that live in walking distance from that co-op to know that it is their co-op. So we are encouraging the individuals in the North End to reach out for information about scholarships.
Okay. You mentioned something about an incubator. Tell us about that.
So that is one of the things that are going to be available. It's going to be available in the building, in the Food Commons building, is incubator kitchens. Again, as our focus being on the co-op, on the food part, on the food store, there are a number of other things that will be going on in that building, which makes it the community building. It will be opportunities to draw people in, not only for the kitchen use, if there's which will nurture entrepreneurs other entrepreneurs,
Mhm.
whether it's food or other things for manufacturing. So
Oh,
you know
okay.
that's the goal there.
Okay, so
Mhm.
so I just want to be clear. If someone, say, does cheesecakes,
Mhm.
they could use the incubator kitchen to prepare their cheesecakes for sale in the food co-op area. Is that what the incubator kitchen is?
No,
I
so
don't
there's
know.
a distinguishment between the food co-op. The co-op is one of the is the tenant.
Okay.
The what do you call it? Flagship tenant,
Okay.
if that's the right word, for the Food Commons. Food Commons is the building. Detroit People's Food Co-op is the flagship tenant in the building.
Okay.
The incubator kitchens that I mentioned is just one of the other things that will be in the building.
Okay.
Just to speak to the fact that it is going to be an amazing building, in addition to the co-op, which is what we're here to talk about, is the co-op. There are other things that will be going on, and we're encouraging people, particularly, to come out on the 23rd, because that'll be a really great time to engage with the Detroit Black Food Security Network, so you can find out more detail about
Right.
the building, the Food Commons, to sign up for your membership, so you can find out even more about the Detroit People's
Right.
Food Co-op.
Okay, well, tell us what the People's Food Co-op will do.
So the main thing is to bring stability and good food to a community that does not have that. It's ownership. So everyone that is a member, it's a one vote, one member, and it's the people's. It's a people's run establishment.
Facility, right? Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
So, does that mean that you will be selling some of the produce that's generated by, is it Malika Keeney, right?
That's correct.
He has a
The urban farm.
12 acre farm over on Chicago and Outer Drive, I believe it is.
Oh yeah, you're speaking about the D-Town Farm.
Mhm.
Yes.
So is that something that you will do?
Oh, that is something that is, and that's in the lane of the operations committee, and they're working. That's one of their tasks, is to flesh out, you know, the lineup. And definitely the expectation is, and the intent is, to support our local farms that are producing good food already, and move their farm stand into the co-op, so that the individuals in this community can have easier access to the fresh produce.
Right, herbs, spices, you name it. Because I remember I had the food co-op on back when I had a radio show back in the '90s, when they had this location over there on Cass, and man, they had every spice imaginable on the shelves. You know, I mean, all anise and tamarind and just about everything you could imagine. And folks, I'm telling you the importance of the co-op. I mean, it started small. We're looking at a $3 million facility now in 25 years. It's about to happen. And the thing about being a member, it's a lifetime membership.
It is.
$200. You're in.
You're in.
Okay, ain't no more, you know, every year you got to pay something. You are now a member of the cooperative. Okay, so you have voting rights. You own a segment of what's going on.
You help make decisions. Exactly.
And that's the
Ownership.
important part.
Yes, it's important.
550 more people. Let's kick in. Let's get this $200. Let's get up to 2,000 members. I thought we had already made it. That's why we was breaking the ground, you know. So,
Breaking the ground has more to do with ownership of the land.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Got
So
you.
we moved to that space, and we're like, yes, we can put a shovel in the ground now that you officially, formally own the property.
Got you.
Okay.
Yes.
So now it's the co-op that owns the land?
So it is Detroit Black Food Security Network is our parent company, and Develop Detroit is a partner in the project. And then Detroit People's Food Co-op is a tenant gets the benefit, the pleasure of being a tenant in the building.
Now, who's with Develop Detroit? Who is that?
I do not
Okay.
The gentleman's
Say no
name
more.
doesn't come to my brain right now. I was like, okay.
They can look that up. Go to the website. Okay.
I know the name of the development. The name of the development come to Develop Detroit, and the fact that the two have partnered. But
it's all good because the main thing is it's about to happen. And, you know, like Ms. Broughton said, we need more options, fresh food, good food, and food that's going to keep us healthy.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
We got so many markets. We got a lot of fruit markets all over the place. Let's just be honest. But this one in the city will be ours, people.
It will be ours.
And that's what this is about. The city residents will own this. You want to come out. You know you can trust people in your own family. And that's what it's about. You get 2,000 members. That means you're probably dealing with now another 10 to 20 people, time 2,000. That means you got access to another 70 to 80,000 people as family. Yes.
Exactly.
Let's make this happen.
Powerful. Ownership, African American owned, black owned, whichever terminology you want to use. More information, or if you've made your decision, if we've convinced you already, you can just visit DetroitPeoplesFoodCoop.com, and the ability to plug your membership in right away is there, as well as links to other pieces of information. So you'll be able to see the rendering, and you'll be able to see dates of things coming up. Yes.
Well, tell us about the groundbreaking.
So that is going to be amazing. That is, again, on the 23rd, April 23rd, which is a week from this coming Friday. It is a land ownership celebration. And so you will have, in addition to the Detroit People's Food Co-op being there to give you more information and encouragement to become a membership and opportunity to complete your membership. Detroit Black Food Security Network, as our parent company, will be there to give wider understanding to their part as the parent corporation and what the food commons outside of the co-op will be bringing. So you'll be able to get that information and meet the executive board. I do sit on the executive board, and I am one of the co-chairs for the membership and outreach committee, which is our job to do that, raise the awareness about the co-op, be in the neighborhood to share and try to reach out to individuals and just spread the word, generally speaking. If you want to RSVP for that event, and I need to read this off of the paper because I haven't got it committed to memory, it is going to be T. Jackson at realtimemedia.com. Yes.
Read that again.
T. Jackson, T as in terrific, Jackson, T. Jackson at realtimes, that's a S there, media.com.
That's the email,
Please RSVP via email for the 23rd of April for our groundbreaking. Yes. And then in the meantime, you can go to DetroitPeoplesFoodCoop.com to take out your membership.
Right.
Or if you want to volunteer for the outreach that we're currently doing, because the members are active. See, that's the other thing. It's not just you have this membership to get into the store. We are actively engaging the members with things like watch parties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you've told us April the 23rd. However, you've not told us what time.
Yes, how about that? It would be nice to know the time.
Yeah.
12 noon to 4 p.m.
Okay.
12 noon to 4 p.m.
So it's going to be like a celebration.
It is definitely a celebration of, a major milestone in a vision that has been coming forth for a number of years.
You got some food down there?
Oh, now, you know what? That is a Real Times Media question. I don't really know the full lay.
Okay, got you.
But I expect we might have some,
The reason I asked is because your business here.
Yes.
Sweet Potato Delights. You told us you'd have brought us some sweet potato pie this morning. Talk about it. Now, are you going to also be in the co-op building?
I like to vision myself in the co-op building. We have a team that's working, again, and consultants that are working on the mix of things, the opportunities for local food entrepreneurs to be in the space. So I will be going through whatever their process is. For all of us, I will be definitely going through that. My expectation is I'll have some good vegan, sweet potato-based baked goods for you.
Wow. Sweet potato delights.
Yes.
And for the vegans out there,
well, you
talk
know,
to us.
it is vegan, but it's not just for the vegans.
Okay.
Because what we have found, or what I have found as a nutritionist, is that folks love good food.
Yes.
They just want it to taste good. Now, we as a nutritionist want it to be healthy for you. And that's, you know, the approach of plants is from a health aspect. So my job is just to make it taste good so that you'll eat more of it. And sweet potatoes is a superfood, too.
Miss
right?
Broden, this lady's got quite a resume here. I'm looking at her card. Nutritionist, author, so I take you've written some books.
Yep, a couple of cookbooks.
Okay. And a professor.
Yes, yes. I taught nutrition up until last year when I became fully engaged in the business.
Now, where'd you teach?
South University.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I've taught at Schoolcraft College. I've taught at, we did do a semester at Walsh, but mainly South University.
Okay. Yeah, quite a resume there.
Yes.
Do you have
Yes.
a
Bringing that kind of
restaurant?
energy to, no, don't have a restaurant, but it's just an example of the opportunity that the People's Food Co-op is bringing. The opportunity for entrepreneurs, those that are already established, but are already bringing good food to our community.
Exactly.
The opportunity for members to have a space, or the community to have a space where they can go and shop for good food, be welcomed. They'll be, you know, we're visioning that they will be getting just nutritional information as they're walking the aisle.
Well, give out your website and your number so they know where they can reach you if they want some delicious sweet potato goods.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can go to sweetpotatodelights.com, sweetpotatodelights.org. Either will take you to the same place. If you'll find probably everything that you need on the website. If you need to email us, then it'll just be info@sweetpotatodelights.com.
Got you.
My favorite, well, my newest place where you can find the sweet potato cheesecake is at Trap Vegan, restaurant on Livernois in Detroit.
Where's that? Livernois what?
Just south of 8 Mile.
Okay. All right. So it's not too far from the Avenue of Fashion.
It is on the Avenue of
Okay,
Fashion. If you're heading north, you would get to it before you got to Baker's.
Got you.
Yeah.
Trap
that's-
Vegan, folks.
Yes.
Get
Is
in
it
there
on
and
the
ask for
same
some of that
side
pie.
the street as Baker's?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Good. Well, this has been really great, Miss Broden. We just moving right along. A lot of guests today, and I mean, ending with the Detroit People's Food Co-op about to
People's
break
Food
ground
Co-op.
soon. Folks, get involved with what's going on. What's your birthday? Because Miss Broden always want me to make sure I get the Affirmations book out.
That's right.
My birthday is April the 20th, next Wednesday.
Oh,
A
right,
week from
already.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right
days
before the
after
groundbreaking, huh?
Right before the groundbreaking. It'll be a celebratory week.
Right.
So I do want to repeat so that folks know if they want to RSVP for April the 23rd, that they should email tjackson@realtimesmedia.com. Hope to see you out. If you want to get your membership in the meantime, then visit DetroitPeoplesFoodCoop.com.
That's right. And you about to become a member of Hood Research. All right. And that's important because we all building up alliances here to build things going. Now, you got quite a, my goodness, you got some people born on April 20th. Miss Broden, how about Lionel Hampton Jr.?
Oh, yeah.
Jazz innovator born in Louisville, Kentucky,
All right, now.
1909. How about, I know you're going to like this one, Dr. Anderson, I'm sorry, Luther Vandross.
Oh, okay.
That just ended right there. Luther Vandross. James Earl Jones.
Oh, my goodness.
the list on 420, people. Amazing. And then on this day in 1971, folks, the United States Supreme Court ruled mandatory school busing constitutional. So that's when they broke up a lot of this segregation. Like, look, we're going to have to bus some of these young kids out into the suburbs where they could get an education that's going to place them in the Harvards and the like. So Dr. Ketanji Brown Jackson could become the next Supreme Court justice.
Oh, yes.
We got 2 minutes.
Yes.
Oh,
Take
my
us
goodness.
Whew, wow. That was wonderful.
Yes.
You share a birthday with a lot of wonderful icons in the country. And with the Sweet Potato Delight, is that location on the Avenue of Fashion the premier spot for your vegan sweet potato, or is there another opportunity to?
Oh, yes, there are several opportunities. The Detroit Pepper Company on the east side, they are on East Warren and Cadju.
Okay.
They carry the cheesecake. Umburger Grill in Dearborn on Michigan, they carry the cheesecake.
So Michigan and what?
Oh, what is the cross street there?
And it's called the what now?
The Unburger Grill.
Oh, Unburger.
Unburger
okay.
Grill.
So they probably
as
do
you've seen the
vegan
kind of
burgers.
theme, exactly,
Right,
exactly,
okay.
yes. And then the Kitchen by Q, which you've probably seen her on Fox 2 Meatless Mondays. She's on Woodward, right around the corner from the train station, I believe that is. Right there near the boulevard.
Oh, the
That's
toy
another area that's
the
that's
toy
being
train.
developed.
1 minute, Miss Broughton.
Oh, all right, all right. Well, I want to thank you, Dr. Anderson, for
Thanks for
joining
having
us.
us.
And
Having
is there a phone number where people can reach you for those who don't have access to computer?
Yes, you want to call
Okay.
313-833-3. Let me get this right here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here we go. 833-373-2313. Again.
Share that again.
Again. 833-373-2313. I don't call the office often, so I don't have it committed to memory. I apologize for that.
It's officially
All right.
10:30, Miss Broughton. Let's bring us on
Yes. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in to Feedback, our positive image production by Hood Research. And I think we have done a lot of that today. Thank you all for being tuned in. And I always say at the end, it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it.
I love it. Become a member, Hood Research. $20 individual, $40 business, $300 lifetime for individual, $500 lifetime for business. Join the Detroit Food Co-op. We all in this together, growing.
Absolutely.
Get over to Detroit Senior Medical Center. Holler at Fast Freddy. Call Calvin Bird. And let's get this thing rolling, folks.
That's right. And we at Hood Research seek out as much information as we can to share with you. And in sharing, we ask you to share with us. That helps us all make better informed decisions. And we want you to tune in again next week. Peace.
Love you, Brother Tim.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BD Impinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.